Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to our forum. Hello everyone. Thank you for being here today. We will be discussing a very relevant and important topic in education, AI in assessment and evaluation, enhancing or replacing human judgment. As we know, artificial intelligence is becoming more common in classrooms, from marking essays to analyzing student performance. But this brings us to an important question. Is AI here to support teachers, or will it eventually replace human judgment? This issue is important because assessment is not just about giving marks. It also affects how students learn, improve, and feel about their abilities. So today, we will explore both sides of this discussion. Let me introduce our panelists. Panelist 1, Qasdina, who believes that AI is a powerful tool that enhances assessment. Panelist 2, Nabilah, believes that while AI is useful, human judgment cannot be replaced. I will be guiding the discussion and asking questions to explore different perspectives. Let's begin with their opening statements. So let's start with panelist 1, Kasdina. What is your overall view on the role of AI in assessment?
Okay, so thank you, Ms. Moderator, for your questions. So, in my opinion, AI here is not to replace teachers, but to enhance assessment and evaluation. So, first, AI helps to increase efficiency and save time, especially for teachers with heavy workloads. Marking assignments, quizzes, and exams can take a lot of time, but AI tools makes this process faster and more manageable. For example, platforms like Google Forms can automatically grade multiple choice questions and calculate scores instantly. Because of this, teachers can spend less time on repetitive tasks and focus more on meaningful work, such as improving lessons, guiding students, and giving deeper feedback. Secondly, AI can analyze students' performance and provide more detailed feedback. It can identify patterns like common mistakes, weak topics, and repeated errors over time. So, this helps both teachers and students to clearly understand where improvement is needed.
Thank you, panelist 1. You mentioned that AI improve efficiency and feedback, right? Which are very important in today's education system. Now, let's hear from a different perspective. Nabila, what is your view?
Thank you so much, Miss Moderator. I think while AI is useful and has improved education, it should not replace human judgment, especially in assessment. Evaluation is not just about marks. It involves understanding students' emotions, creativity, effort, and learning journey, which grades alone cannot fully reflect. For example, AI may misinterpret unique writing styles or personal experiences because it relies on fixed criteria. It also cannot consider other students' personal struggles, such as stress or even low confidence, the way teacher can act with empathy. Therefore, AI should only support teachers, not replace them. Human judgment must remain central to ensure fair, holistic, and empathetic evaluation.
Thank you, Nabila. So we can see two perspectives. One focusing on efficiency and support, while the other one emphasizing human understanding and judgment. So let's explore this further. Let's start with our first question. Do you think AI can give a fairer assessment compared to humans? Christina, would you like to start?
Yes, I do think AI can provide a fairer assessment. As humans, teachers are not always perfect. Their judgment can sometimes be influenced by many factors like fatigue, stress, mood, or even unconscious bias. For example, a tired teacher might mark more strictly or leniently, which can lead to inconsistent grading. However, AI works differently. It follows fixed criteria and rubrics, so every student is assessed using the same standard. For instance, tools like Turnitin apply the same marking scheme to all assignments to ensure consistency. So, if two students give similar answers, they will receive similar marks, which can improve fairness. However, AI should support, not replace teachers, because teachers are still important to review the results and handle more subjective aspects like creativity and personal expression.
All right, thank you, Qasdina. So you're saying that AI reduce bias and ensure consistency. Nabila, do you agree with this idea of fairness?
I actually partially agree that AI can provide fairer assessment through consistency, as it follows fixed criteria and reduces bias. However, fairness is not just about consistency. It also requires flexibility, understanding, and context, which AI may lack. For instance, two students may give similar answers, but their learning journeys can differ. A teacher can recognize improvement and effort and adjust evaluation accordingly. Fairness also involves considering students' situations. Personal challenges or even language barriers may affect performance, but not their true ability. Teachers can respond with empathy, while AI treats all students the same. Therefore, fairness should not only mean equal treatment, but also understanding. This is why human judgment remains essential.
Interesting point from Nabila. So fairness is not just about being consistent, but also being flexible depending on the situation. Let's move to the next question. What about creativity? Can AI evaluate it well? So Nabila, let's start with you.
In my opinion, this is actually where AI struggles the most. Creativity is subjective and cannot be measured by fixed criteria alone, as it involves originality, emotion, and even personal expression. A human teacher can appreciate these qualities, recognizing unique ideas, creativity, language, and even deep emotions, even if the work is not technically perfect. In contrast, AI focuses on patterns and predefined standards. It may check structure or vocabulary, but often misses the deeper meaning or the intention. As a result, creative or unconventional work may be undervalued, and students might actually feel sad from expressing their creativity.
That's a very strong point from panelist to Nabila. Creativity is not always measurable. Castina, what do you think about that?
Okay, so I agree with Nabila that creativity is difficult to measure because it is very subjective and different teachers may have different opinions. However, AI is improving in this area because some AI tools can analyze writing style, word choice, and idea variation to give a general idea of a student's creativity. It can also compare work with a large database to detect patterns and originality. Even so, human input is still very important. Creativity involves emotions, personal expression, and deeper meaning, which AI may not fully understand. So, AI can support the evaluation of creativity, but it should not replace human judgment. The best approach is to combine both.
So, from your point, it seems that while AI is improving, human judgment is still important, especially when it comes to evaluating creativity. Now, let's look into the future. Do you think AI will replace teachers in the future? Castina, what do you think?
No, I don't think AI will replace teachers in the future because one of the main reasons is that teachers requires flexibility and professional judgment, which AI still cannot fully achieve. In real classroom situations, not every student learns in the same way. Teachers often need to adjust their teaching methods, simplify explanations, or change their approach based on students' understanding. These decisions are made instantly and depend on the teacher's experience and awareness of the classroom. AI, on the other hand, mainly follows program data and may not respond as effectively in unexpected situations. So, I do believe that AI will continue to play important role in education, For example, AI can help with routine tasks like grading objective questions and also providing quick feedback. So this makes the process more efficient and supports teachers in managing their workload.
So AI acts more as a tool to enhance the teaching and learning process, not a replacement, right? So Nabila, do you have any thought on this?
Thank you very much. I actually completely agree that AI will not be able to replace teachers in the future. This is because teaching is not only about grading or delivering information. It is about mentoring, guiding, and even inspiring students to grow both academically and personally. Teachers play a very important role in building relationships with their students. They provide encouragement, motivation, and emotional support, especially when students are feeling stressed or unconfident. For example, a teacher can notice when a student is struggling and offer extra help. This kind of human connection cannot be fully replaced by AI. Therefore, I believe that while AI will continue to grow and become more advanced, the role of teachers will always remain essential. AI should support teachers but not replace them.
All right. Thank you to panelists 1 and 2. From this discussion, we can see that both of you agree that AI has a role, but it should not replace the human element in education. Before we move to the conclusion, let's have a short exchange. Qasdina, any response?
I believe the future of education is not just about collaboration, but also about using AI to improve the quality of learning and assessment. AI can provide instant feedback, track students' progress, and identify learning gaps. This helps both teachers and students to understand where improvement is needed instead of relying only on final exam results. However, teachers are still important to guide students, design meaningful learning, and ensure that education focus on understanding, not just performance. So AI is not only reducing workload, but also transforming assessment to be more continuous and improvement focused.
Nabila, I want to hear your thoughts on this.
Alright, as for me, I believe that collaboration between AI and teachers is very important and can bring many benefits to education. However, at the same time, we must always be careful not to become too dependent on AI. If we rely too much on technology, there is a risk that teachers may gradually lose their role in making important decisions, especially in assessment. Teachers should always have the final say because they are the ones who truly understand their students, not just academically but also emotionally and personally. They are able to interpret situations, consider individual differences, and make fair judgments based on a broader perspective. Therefore, while AI can be a very helpful tool, it is very important to maintain balance. Technology should assist human judgment, not replace it. The human element in education must always remain the priority.
Thank you. From this exchange, we can see that while AI offers many benefits in improving assessment and learning, there are also concerns about over-reliance on technology. So clearly, the key issue here is finding the right balance between using AI and maintaining human judgment. Now, I would like to invite both panelists to give their final thoughts. Kasdina, what do you think about this?
So AI is a powerful tool that can make assessment faster, more efficient, and more consistent. It helps reduce teachers' workload, provides clearer feedback, and ensures a more structured way of evaluating students. However, it is important to remember that AI should be used to support teachers, not replace them.
Thank you, Kasdina. Now I would like to hear from you, Nabila. What do you think?
Alright, I think education is not only about result, but also about understanding students as individuals based on their emotions, creativity, efforts, and personal growth. These are the aspects that require empathy, flexibility, and human connection, which AI cannot fully provide.
Thank you to both of you. for the insightful discussion. From today's forum, we can clearly see that AI can enhance assessment by improving efficiency and consistency. However, human judgment remains important, especially in understanding students deeply. As a moderator, I can conclude that this is not about choosing one over the other. Instead, the best approach is combining both AI and human expertise. AI should assist teachers, not replace them, because at the end of the day, education is not just about technology, but about people. So, thank you everyone for your attention. That is all from us. Thank you for listening to our forum.